Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-show for the 2015 Ballroom Brawl. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ballroom Brawl event never disappoints, and I think it's safe to say that this show was full of all manner of surprises.
Well, this show was touted as the biggest event in MCW's history, and it delivered here at the Thornbury Theatre. A packed house, saw a show for the ages, Andy.
Well, absolutely, but before we get to the juicy main courses, let's talk about the hors d'oeuvres. We opened up with six-man tag team action.
Well, it was a fantastic match between the Estate and the world's friendliest tag team with BJ Hudson. And the place lifted for the first match tonight. The Estate needed a win here tonight after losing at Cage Warfare, and the Estate getting the win here at Ballroom Brawl.
And up after that, Siren Monroe has been going around telling everyone in MCW that she's the new Queen Bee. It seems that with Casey Cassidy going over to the WWE, she thinks that she's the woman who's going to fill out the void. But somebody had something to say about that.
The First Lady of Melbourne City Wrestling, Shazzer McKenzie, was here tonight, and it was like a battle to see who is the Queen Bee of Melbourne City Wrestling.
Now, unfortunately, Siren Monroe was victorious with liberal use of rule bending, shall we say, and you've got to believe that her ego is going to grow ever more here in Melbourne City Wrestling.
Well, the match that I've been waiting for a long time, Sebastian Walker versus Mr. Juicy for 5 minutes after Mr. Juicy's team won at Cage Warfare. As the Estate was banned from ringside, Sebastian Walker came out to the ring and he formed a little entourage.
A man who we thought was Sebastian Walker walked out, only for Sebastian Walker to emerge from underneath the ring and viciously assault Mr. Juicy with cold steel.
Sebastian Walker, just like his Estate, cowardly attacking, but Mr. Juicy ended up being victorious with that patented stick face. And how good was that? And then we had the annual Ballroom Brawl Rumble. Now this match is one of my favorites every single year. 20 competitors in the Rumble. The winner would walk out the #1 contender for the Melbourne City Wrestling Championships. And it came down to JXT and Tommy Hellfire. And I thought JXT had it won. He hit the retweet. He was about to throw Tommy Hellfire over that top rope, but he quick reversal by Tommy Hellfire. And Tommy Hellfire walks out of Ballroom Brawl, the #1 contender in this company. And then here tonight, Andy, we had something that a lot of MCW fans have been asking for a long time, and we saw the birth of the Commonwealth title here in MCW.
Well, absolutely. In the last few years, the competition here in MCW has just been getting stronger and stronger. It was an inevitability that a new championship will come in, and what better than the Commonwealth title? It is open to anyone in the Commonwealth, so come one, come all, because we know that some of the best in MCW and Australian wrestling history will be coming here to challenge in an exclusive tournament that will be held at Melbourne City Wrestling.
From one championship to another, it was then time for the tag team championships to be on the line. The South Australian serial killers have looked so dominant in this company, and it was Hardway Inc. who would take them on for the championships. And this match was hard-hitting, it was brutal, but we didn't get the result we were after, Andy.
Well, ultimately, it came down to a battle of philosophies, as the South Australian serial killers are part of the brotherhood known as TMDK. They do not back down. They bring a fierce fight every single time. Then, conversely, you had Hardway Inc., who are big followers of the strong style. They show their greatest respect in the ring by bringing the hardest hitting action every single night. And so you had two Mack trucks on a head-on collision in the middle of that ring. And as good as both teams were, unfortunately, it was the South Australians with the victory. Next was a match that a lot of people have been waiting for, as Deli James would get his date with Destiny when he went head-to-head with Chavo Guerrero.
Well, Deli James here at Thornbury Theatre against his childhood hero, and this was one of the most technical matches I have ever seen in MCW. But Deli James reaching his dream, beating his childhood hero here in front of a packed MCW crowd, and Chavo Guerrero showing his respect for Deli James after the match. This match was off the charts. And then, Andy, it was our main event, a match that had been hyped for so long. The rematch between Crackerjack and Carlo Cash Money Cannon. And it's hard to put into words what actually happened. The results did not go to plan.
Well, no, absolutely. And unfortunately for Carlo Cash Money Cannon, upon coming out for his title match here tonight, he was viciously assaulted by Crackerjack from behind and then proceeded to be powerbombed through the hardwood floor just on the side of the entrance here. I mean, we know that Carlo Cash Money Cannon, we know he's the clutch athlete. He's going to dig down deep, and he attempted to make it to the ring. However, medical personnel came onto the scene and declared that Cash Money Cannon could not compete here tonight.
Crackerjack stole the main event from Ballroom Brawl. That's what we were thinking. Crackerjack offered an open challenge for the MCW Championship, which is something that I just could not dream of.
Well, absolutely. And who came out to answer it? Elliot Sexton, a man who we hoped was going to win Ballroom Brawl early in tonight, was not successful. However, he grabbed the opportunity by the horns and he rode it here to victory. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new Melbourne City Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, and how refreshing is it that it's somebody we can actually be proud of.
I have never been so happy. Elliot Sexton, your new MCW champion. We will be back at the home of MCW in Essendon on June 13th. And don't forget, we have that tournament for the new Inter-Commonwealth Championship. June 13th, New Horizons from Essendon. Well, from everyone from MCW, I'm Travis Houston.
And I'm Andy Coyne.
And this has been the Ballroom Brawl 2015 post-show wrap.